Welcome back to Dirt Cleaner Videos. I'm actually working with a little bit of dirt today. So as you can see, I've got a pile here. It used to go spread out to there. I've been hauling loads of gravel out to some property I have, making a roadway. This came from my old driveway, which is going to be blacktop. So we're just waiting on the final steps. We got some compacting to do, and then regrading, and then our final grading, and then blacktop. What I'm left with is a pile of gravel. So, like I say, I've taken probably 10 good pickup loads out of here, but I've got a bunch more to go. My father-in-law, he helped me out. He got a tool for me to try, see if it helps, and we're going to go check it out right now. So here's the gravel hauler, 3/4 ton Silverado, 2013, if you care, 8-foot box, and here's what we got. We got the BOXER Truckbed Cargo Unloader. There it is, nothing real fancy. I'm not sure, maybe I'll find out if it came from either Northern Tool or wherever, but anyway, the father-in-law had it. He knows he's working on a project. I've been loading and unloading with a shovel, so we'll see what this does for the unloading process. Well, let's unbox it and see what you get inside here. A couple points, 2,000 pound capacity. The drag sheet is 50 inches wide, which is just a bit wider than between the wheel wells, and 170 inches long. Plenty long enough for an 8-foot box with a tailgate. Alright, let's get inside and check it out. Alright, that's it. That's what we got for a mat. Not very heavy. There's a couple little holes are marked out, so that must be important. We'll get to that after. The all-important directions. Can't do it without that, I'm sure. Here we got the bar. Comes in 2 pieces. I hope it is strong enough. Just a hex. There, that's good. Got the crank handle. I don't know, it's over a foot long, 15, 18 inches, something like that. Maybe we'll measure it. I'll add that right here. Here's your tailgate clamps. You'll see how this goes on fairly soon. So you don't leave this on permanently on the truck unless you want to, but there's the adjustable tailgate clamp. 2 of them. And the parts kit. Ultimately, the picture, like this, rolls up, tailgate comes down, this is clamped to the bumper, so we go around the bumper. Alright, 4 assembly, tailgate closed, blah 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 blah. Alright, step 1, join the pieces together like I showed you. Keep in mind, there's a screw hole and a threaded screw hole. These have to be lined up. Second step is put a piece of tape around the seam. So make sure it's tight together. I believe this is a piece of tape. Can't be anything else. Kind of a chintzy piece of tape, but we'll go with it. There. Okay, that worked. Alright, I've laid everything out. Now the next step, they want you to put this on. So you got to move a few things out of the way. In the kit, we've got an Allen wrench and a couple old screws. That's what's going to attach that sheet to that pipe. So once again, you got the little marks here. I shouldn't put much of a hole in there. There's a pierced hole, very small. There. Skeptical, there's no washers or anything, but this should work out pretty good. barely started. I can't push it through, so we will see if we can wrench it through. There, that's through. I'm going to put this hole straight up and down, just you can't see it real well. Move on to side 2. Again, that is a teeny tiny hole. So I'll use the wrench tool just to make it a little bigger. Again, it doesn't want to go through real good. So I'll try and turn it through.
Okay.
Small thing, but they could do a better job building these by putting a more appropriate size hole in there. And it's through. Well, it's in the right spot. It lines up well. Threads seem good enough. Alright, one thing to keep a note, when you're facing this, they want your end where you put the handle to be on your left, so the driver's side of the truck. Next step is to roll it up. Didn't really say which way. Well, this is out of the way for now. They send you a couple little Velcro straps, put around and secure it. So I'll put half of the Velcro on half of it. I go around. I think it'll work a little better. Yeah, that's easier. Alright, set this out of the way. Next step, close the tailgate. Oh, make sure the brackets have been inserted correctly. It doesn't say which way. Alright, now there's when they got their little pictures that you can't quite see, and directions you can't quite understand. It's pretty close, but anyway, I think the point is they want one of these on each side of that bar. They didn't supply a screwdriver, so I gotta go get one of those. Little Phillips screwdriver is what we need to do these. Be right back. Alright, I slid each one of these brackets on like they said. They don't tell you how to orient them or how far in from the edge to go, so I just put them pretty close to the net. And you tighten them down. I believe I did roll it the correct way, so with your slot to the left facing this should go over the top. We'll find out. They also don't tell you what size wrench to use. This particular one, 11/16 works pretty good. Yeah, I do. One thing I've never heard, I've watched a few videos on these things about people using them but not putting them together. What I haven't heard is if it damages your tailgate or not. There is some rubber on here, so I'm hoping that that helps out quite a bit. These rubbers are just held on. Okay, they just kind of clip in. Nothing too fancy. I took it out, probably can't get it back. Yep. Don't pull those rubbers out. That's a problem. Pretty certain that's going to have to at some point go through here. And I got to go that way. That's got to go quite a ways over. Alright, there's that. While I'm installing this, I got to set that up there because I've still got the other side to put on. Alright, second one I got to put on while it's on the truck. It's not quite in far enough. Alright, problem number one. Let's loosen up the other side. Oh, I did that. Alright. Two things. One, it doesn't fit with the tonneau cover on. And two, I just wrapped my knee into the hip. Not happy. I don't know that there's a good fix for this. I'll have to think about this for a little bit. Here's the problem. This interferes with the bracket that holds the tonneau cover down. I've got these pushed in as far as they can go. I'm going to stick her on its end, push down. Take a minute or two of trial and error. No, we didn't do it. Oh, let's see. One more time, see if I get another ½ inch out of it, 3/4, I might be okay. Might be it. I don't think my tonneau cover is going to snap shut though. That's a problem. Alright, I think it'll function. The tailgate should open and close. Alright, we'll tighten the other side up. Alright, so pretty much now you can leave this assembly together. You just take it on and off the truck as you need it. I know it cannot go around the bumper like one of the pictures shows. I think it's for myself. No. Two more things. We got these other stoppers to go on. These go on the ends. Slid them on, now I gotta tighten this up. Bring it back. Okay, pretty well ran out of parts. All I've got left is the handle. And that just simply goes in there and you crank it. And it does miss, but not by a lot. So I got to load this thing up with gravel. We're going to give it a try. So yeah, it doesn't look like too bad of a thing. It's going to be interesting to see if it works or not. There's an extra buckle on here. I haven't figured out what that's for yet. And there is the strap. We got to look in the direction to see what this strap is for. Please keep bumper security strap on hand for mounting unloader. Ah. My aha moment went away. Alright, one major faux pas in assembling this, directions suck, I put the brackets on backwards. It sure look like that's how they should go with that rounded edge, but they're on backwards. So, what I've got to do is take a few things apart, swivel this around, and we're going to be back in business. It was discovered by this extra bracket here hanging out that I can't use unless these brackets are turned 180 degrees. My bad. Might as well follow me along. Straps come off. flip it 180. I don't know why, it doesn't make sense. All the pictures show it that way. Alright, we're back at it again. Yeah, they run backwards. I'm going to do it right. That's the way it's got to go. That one's set temporarily in place. I just put this bracket on that pipe. It can be moved for centering. But now I got to get this strap up through there, which is going to be kind of a pain. So not a great way to do that. So what I'm doing is just kind of stuffing it in there. It's going the wrong place. I'm going to do the same on the other side, but we're going to get it close. Now we open the tailgate again. Let's see if I can grab it through here somehow. Not that way. Alright, I got my left hand underneath. I got the screwdriver underneath. Voila. There's your tool. Back. Through. Alright, I'm going to try that on the other side. Maybe you'll be able to see what I do if I move this here. Right now the strap is lying down to the ground almost with the bumper. Right hand under. So now I know right where my finger is. My finger's right there, but I can't quite reach it with my finger because it's too fat. Ta-da! Through the back, out the front. Alright, now I got to put on the these bumpers again. And again, bumper on this side. It's just a stop. Rubber bumper. Safety first, right? Bullshit. So now what we got, it shuts, it does contact there, but now, you know, this bumper ain't much. It ain't like the old Chevy bumpers. Hold it there, throw a knee on it. When it comes to unloading, this is when we're going to put it on. Yeah, it fell off down there, I know. That's there. So we go to unload. You're not going to drive with this thing on. That keeps the tailgate, looks like, from lifting up a whole lot. Yeah, it came off. I guarantee this is not going to help or work. Some guys are drilling holes and putting pins through. I think I might do that. You'll see it if I do. Hey, I don't know, might work. We're going to give it a shot. That's probably tomorrow's project. Going to drive this over to the gravel pile. Maybe give it a little mini try. Not much for garbage. Little piece of plastic, couple of these in a box which is recyclable. So anyway, there's the unbox and a far too complicated install of a real simple device. I think I'm going to use it. We're going to give it an honest opinion. I'm going to throw a couple thousand pounds of gravel on there and hopefully tomorrow we're going to dump it out. It's going to be raining tomorrow, so we'll see. Anyway, catch you tomorrow. Alright, well, it's tomorrow morning. We're going to get at this. I got a pile to load up, so we're going to unfurl. Don't lose your straps. It's going to be raining out today, and I don't feel like getting the camera wet, so we're not going to do a whole lot out here. But we will unfurl this. I'll load it up, hopefully. Boy, I hate to get it dirty. These might be a little tight on here. Might have to loosen these screws up a little bit. Should pull right out. Careful also, don't step on the end of your tailgate. Painfully obvious this is going to be a while, so we'll get back to you when this thing's full. I normally haul loads a lot bigger than this, but just to give this a test without destroying it, we're going to go with that. Might be approaching a couple thousand pounds. I'm not certain. A couple more shovelfuls, and then we're going to be off on the highway. Don't forget your handle. That's important. Alright, we're at the site where I got to drop this material down. I've been doing this for days and days and days. I've got a few places to fill in. I could reach out and grab that, but we're going to see if this pile will move. I'm a little skeptical. Not sure how much horsepower I can put on this thing. I don't want to tear anything. It is actually moving. But I'm going to take this blacktop off. Because this I got to throw by hand anyway in certain places. I'll put my bumper strap on. See if that helps. Oh, it's moving. This is some heavy gravel. It's not the light stuff. Plus it's been rained on, pretty wet. Now if I had a driver, that would be excellent. I just don't have anybody here to drive this for me today, so I'm going to have to pull up a little bit and alright. I might drop and pull up a foot. So the real problem I'm seeing, this load is centered. I'm working on a 2-track system here, so my gravel is going to be in the middle and not covering up what I need to. I'm going to lay this down anyway. It's laid out. That's life. I'll just get more gravel. All right. I hope you can hear me. One of the first things I had to do back at the house was take the Velcro straps off. Now it's time to throw those back on. Oops. If I had 3 hands, they'd be better off. Trying to get it somewhat snug. One. All right, now it's time for my final product review. This thing works. That would have been 45 minutes of shoveling. It's laid out there. I got to rake it out, level it out, and do what I want with it. I've got a little bit left in the truck on the sides, but I brought my shovels. I'll take care of that. So I'm not going to give it quite an A+, maybe a B+. The bar is a little bit weak in the middle. It gets a pretty good bend in it over time. I don't know if that's going to matter or not. It may go for years that way. I put on quite a bit of material, certainly a couple thousand pounds. I don't know if it was more. I think it could have handled a little more, not too much though. When you first start out, that's quite a drag on that. So you could potentially have a tear out because there's only 2 screws, 2 little screws holding it. They're just gone right through the material, no grommets, no washers or anything. So I'm just going to clean the shovel, take the truck out, clean it out with the shovel, and go home and make another load. Anyway, I give it a B+. I'd recommend it. Proceed slowly on the scale. £10,000. Nice little sight of my trip out to the country. I had a bunch of turkeys cross the road. Quite a ways away, but thought you'd enjoy that. Alright, it's moving, but when you first start out, it's quite a load on here. There's a strap to connect the tailgate to the bumper. I've used it, I haven't used it, doesn't really matter. The last several trips I have not used it. It doesn't cause me any grief because I tend to just pull instead of push. That's taken several thousand pounds and it's sliding it. I don't think this is the way they intended it or the amount they intended it for, but it works. Worst thing that happened is it breaks. Oh, you might be wondering what the tubes are for. This is for my building that's going up next. In here possibly is a chipmunk. There he goes. So, he had a ride from the city. Now he's got to be a country chipmunk. Alright, it's my turn. Scale's at 0. $72.80. There we go. $72.80.